there you are. No, over there. Over there. Good morning. It's Sunday, the 8th of April, 2018. Good morning to you. Welcome along to this morning's United Kingdom Talk. I've discovered, I get up early on a Sunday to go to church. I get up 7:20 on a Sunday morning to go down to the Corpus Christi in Wokingham. I've discovered it doesn't matter what earlier time you get up, it still seems to get later. Do you see what I mean? So if I was to get up at like 9 o'clock, then by the time it's 11 o'clock, only 2 hours has passed, right? So this morning, I got up at 7:20, still only 2 hours has passed, and it's already 5 to 11. Do you see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what time you get up early. The earlier you get up, it doesn't seem to give you more time in the day. How does that all work? It's very, very strange and mysterious. It really is. Of course, now that I don't have to record the show on Saturday, you're getting a show every morning here, dear. I might run out of things to say. I've been talking now for 13 years non-stop. I got a stream report the other day. The way you're watching this programme is via a service called Restream, Restream. So I send the show from here to there, and from there they send it out to the various things: Facebook Live, YouTube, Periscope, Twitch, and some other bits and pieces. What's that? Vaughan Live or something like that. I can't remember. Vaughan Live or something like that. Anyway, so that's how it works. And every month they send you a stream report. And this month I have done 53 hours of streaming. Can you have I been speaking? I think that includes the karaoke though. I don't believe I've been speaking to you for 53 hours this month. Can you imagine the pleasure you'd have just listening to that back to back? I must make a recording and send it to my best mate. He is one of my biggest supporters, Ronny. Oh, he supports everything. Never rely on friends and family to support anything like this. I'm telling you now. You have to seek out the people that support. Seek them out. Anyway, we've got loads to talk about here. I could be here today for another 53 hours non-stop. I've got so much to talk about with you, hopefully. The phone line will be opening very shortly, boys and girls, if you want to call in today. I know Heidi likes the phone line open. I don't know if Heidi's with us this morning, but she's been asking for the phone lines to be open. I don't always open it because sometimes, you've got so much to talk about. And if you open the phone line and take a call, right, you can be on the phone for 20 minutes, dear. Some people longer. Some people longer than they should be on there, to be honest. Oh dear, I do start falling asleep when some of you are calling in. If you're going to call in, be interesting, so I'll open that a little bit later. Let's say hello to some early people this morning. Should we start on the other side today? Let's start on the other side today. Good morning, Joanna on YouTube. What is the time where you are? It must be about 6 o'clock in the morning in Massachusetts. Good morning to you. Morning to Paul Mosley in bright Birmingham. Good morning to Brad, who says, can I help you out with a little advice? Yes, what is your question, Brad? What is your question and where are you? Watching on Periscope this morning. Over on Facebook Live, Adam the Plumber gets the first message in this morning. Good morning, Adam. Morning, Adam. Parasibo is there. Good morning. Diane Jeb. Mid-morning Hossein. Good morning to you, sir. Watching on one of the Learn English websites. Marc Jones is there. I think it's isn't it your birthday today, Marc? I'll come to that right at the end, darling. All right, happy birthday to you, Marc. The delightful John McGinley. John McGinley. I hope you were at church this morning, John. Being a good Irish Catholic as you were. Huh? I was there this morning. Oh, we did that very rousing hymn this morning, At the Name of Jesus. You know that one? At the name of Jesus, every heart shall sing, every tongue profess him, King of glory now. Oh, wonderful. Me and Vivian were singing away to that one this morning. I have to say, Father David's sermons at the Corpus Christi in Wokingham are getting better and better. He has us in tears sometimes. He had a lovely little thing today, a really, really nice little thing. I just feel you in on the end of it. And he said his nan, you have to, a lot of people doubt their faith when bad things happen. Someone dies, something like that. Anyway, and he was saying his nan, who took him to church, First Holy Communion, she died of emphysema. And a really awful death it was as well. And he questioned, and he went to see her on her in the hospital, on her deathbed. And he asked her when he was like 12 years old, I think this is Father David telling us this morning. He said, are you scared? She says, no, I'm not scared. Why is that then? Because I've got these. And she produced her rosary beads. And how can I ever be scared when Mary's with us all the time? This is what she believed, you see. And then he finished the sermon. He just does them so well. He finishes the sermon with, and he says, and when I die, I'm not going to be scared either. Do you know why? And he put his hand in his pocket, because I've still got my nan's rosary beads. How lovely is that? So that was church this morning. I hope you were there, John. Perhaps you'd like to come with me one Sunday morning. We can sing together. They never ask for requests. It's not like going to karaoke, going to church. You can't request a hymn. That I think this would be a good thing to do in churches. They could have a little box as you come in on the side and request slips to what hymns that you would like. What would you like? Ave Maria. What about that one? Ave, Ave, Ave Maria. I like that one. 17 verses. 17 verses. You want to see the look on their face when they finish with that one at the end of the Mass. Oh, dear, you can't get out the door. Good morning, John. Good morning to John Childs. Good morning, John. What happened to you? Something happened to you the other day, wasn't it, John? I can't remember. I made some sarky comment on your thing. They are. Told you it was 6 o'clock in Michigan. I'm all intelligent with American times, Coming to Las Vegas in October. Oh, yes, we haven't sorted out the shows yet. Good morning to Jay Lloyd. Why is this in my homepage? I've no idea, Jay Lloyd. Shouldn't be on your homepage unless someone else has put it there. It's only on groups. I don't put this on anyone's homepage. All right? Good morning. John says, never stop talking. I'm going to stop talking now, John, just to upset you. There you are. Did that offend you at all, John? I do hope so. I'm never happy unless I've offended a few people throughout the course of a show. I'm really not. Yes, it's the birthday boy feeling hungover. Did you go out last night, Marc? Oh, you can ring in and tell us in a minute if you want to. Actually, let me open the phone line now. Let's open them early today. One moment, please. I have to do a couple of things. Very easy. It's all on the computer, dear. I haven't got to do anything. Just click a few clicks. There we are. That's open now. Phone lines are now open. Give us a call in, Marc, and you can tell us what you got up to last night. Phone lines are open. Operators are standing by. There's 800 operators in the room next door waiting for your call now, boys and girls. 020 8144 3477. It's a local London number. You go straight to air. So as soon as I say hello, you're on, okay? Now and again, people want to, I think it would be really exciting to ring up and swear. You feel free to do that. I tell you, you'll only be able to do it once. Okay, if you want to do that, if that really tickles your fancy and you're so big and that is probably your only highlight of the day, feel free to do it, because I can cut you off like that. Don't worry. However, if you're sensible and nice and you want to have a conversation this morning about anything we're talking about, then please call in 020 8144 3477. I've got Skype as well. If you're abroad, then you can call for free if you've got Skype. Skype is United Kingdom Talk. Good morning to Kirsty. Morning, Kirsty. Welcome along to you, sir. Young lady. Kirsty's with us as well on the YouTube. Let's have a look here. Morning to Russ Philip Vernon. Morning, Russ. Non-Irish Mary from Ireland. Good morning, Mary. You all right, darling? Because you didn't turn up Friday. I meant to ring you last night, actually. I didn't get round to ringing you on the way to work. Yes, Marc's there. Good morning, Marc.
Morning, Chris. How are you?
All right. Oh, you don't sound too well, dear. I had a little drink last night, did you?
A couple of sherbets, yeah.
What did you have? What is your drink thing?
Well, no, it depends who I go out with. If I go out with some of my older friends, I tend to stick with lager. But like tonight, when I go out again, my best mate's coming up, so I'll probably be on the vodka.
You like vodka, do you?
I do sometimes, but I'm also for gin and tonic as well.
That can make some people violent, dear. Violent. Is that Russian vodka? Or it might be infected with that stuff. The nerve agent. What does nerve agent do? I don't quite understand what this stuff does. Do you know?
No, I don't.
Hey, why don't you try some of that tonight? I bet you get a really good buzz off that. Now, just a moment. Let me ring my friend, Mr. Putrid in Russia. He can send some over, dear. No, nothing to do with us. Nothing to do with us. Nothing to do with us at all.
No dear. Did you watch that thing on Channel 5? Oh, what's that one called?
Channel
Joe?
5,
She's from
dear.
Yorkshire.
I don't know if we can get that here, Channel 5. Is it a colour station?
I think so, dear.
Is it? What was that then?
Well, there's this. I don't know. I can't even speak. She's one of the loose women. Joe. Oh, what's her last name? Well, she did this program, and some of the drag queens that I saw last night was on it.
Drag queens.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I saw a really good show last night. A woman called Belinda Scandals.
Belinda Scandals. Okay. Yes.
Oh, they do have some right dodgy names.
What? This was on the telly, was it?
No, I saw it was a cabaret.
Oh, what's that got to do with Channel? What's the Channel 5 thing you're talking?
Because they was on that show.
What show was this then?
I'll find out.
Are you having another pint of lager? Because it sounds like it to us, dear.
No, I'm just drinking water, dear.
Are you fit? Oh, you've woken up and there's half a tin of lager next to your bed, isn't there? Oh, how awful! Awful. So that's what you saw last night, did you?
Yep. It
Yes,
was very good, actually.
I was working with the drag queen last night, Miss Penny from Manchester. Very, very good. Sorry, I beg your pardon, from Birmingham. She's all the way from
I'm in Manchester right now.
Well, she was Miss Penny from Birmingham. Someone's trying to call in. I'm afraid I can only take one call at a time, my darlings. All right, so wait till I finish chatting away to Marc, and then you can call in after that. We can only do one call at a time. Yes, Miss Penny we had yesterday from Birmingham. Unfortunately, being from Birmingham, we did have to have subtitles up on the screen. No one could understand a damn word she was saying, dear. It's like another language, isn't it?
I've been talking to somebody from Dudley in
Dudley,
Birmingham.
right, yes.
And they sound so thick.
Do they? So thick?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I go that far, calling an entire county thick, darling. Did you find that? Did you find when you were talking to them on the phone that they sounded marginally more enthusiastic than you do on a phone call?
Yes, dear.
I thought so. Happy birthday, Marc. I'm glad you had a nice day yesterday, darling. All right.
Thanks, Chris.
I'll sing to you at the end. Cheerio now.
Cheers, bye.
Happy birthday, Marc. I think he's mid-20s. I think he's about mid-20s, young Marc there, calling from up to north somewhere. Up to north. There's a line available now, 0208 144 3477. The lovely Mary, as I say, with us this morning. I'll give you a call a little bit later, Mary. All right, darling. Jay Lloyd says you're so hype. I love it. This is how I am, Jay Lloyd. No drugs or drinking me required to be happy. To be happy and bouncing at all times. Good morning. Who is calling in from this expensive mobile telecommunications?
Good morning, Chris. It's Feryl here.
Good morning, Feryl. What a dreadful line you're on, dear. Is that a cheap phone you're speaking to? Is it a Nokia 8310i or something like that?
No, it's an iPhone. It is an iPhone.
Actually, I think it might be me. Just a minute. I'm having a little bit of trouble with one of my faders. One moment. Try that now.
Yeah, is it any good now?
No, you sound a bit... We can just about make out what you're saying. You carry on, Feryl, because you recently have won a competition, haven't you?
Oh, yes, I was entered into a talent show. Yeah.
Right. Tell us all about it then, dear. You've got
a really poor line, Chris.
It is a very poor... Do you want to try calling us back and see if we get a better one?
I'll try a bit later. It's all right. It's okay.
Call straight back and see if it works. It might be just a bad line, darling.
All right, then.
Cheerio. Let's see if he calls back there. That did sound bad, didn't it? 1 minute. Put that in there, that in there, and see that works. That sounded a bit funny then, didn't it? Let's try this one. Good morning, Feryl.
Is it any better?
Yes, it is. Yes, straight away.
Oh, I changed ears. Maybe I've got a bit of metal in my head or something. He's a nice young man, wasn't he, that you just spoke to?
Marc Jones, would you like me to put him in contact with you? You can find him. Just click on his little name there and it will bring up a picture in full colour if you've got a colour monitor, dear.
Bless him. He sounds like he's had a hard life.
Oh, they've all had hard lives. That's why they're watching this, to bring a bit of sparkle into their sad, lonely, pathetic lives. That's why they watch this programme, to see how the other half live.
Excuse, then?
Eh?
What's my excuse?
I'm wondering that now myself.
I'm a glutton for punishment, Chris.
How is your hair at the moment? What colour is it this week, dear?
Caramel.
I like caramel. Can I just tell you, I had this ice cream a couple of weeks ago. It was a Ben and Jerry's one, and they were like chocolate things with caramel in the
Caramel
middle.
choo-choo.
What was it?
Caramel choo-choo.
That sounds like right. They were like caramel pustules. You know, like you get a big fat spot on your face and it's full of something until you squeeze it. Well, it was like that. When you chewed into them, the caramel just oozed out. Oh, it was the best ice cream ever. I tell you that now.
You enjoyed yourself then?
Yes, I should get that next time I go to the cinema. You know, vastly.
Top tip. Pay a couple of pounds extra. It's still Ben and Jerry's, but get caramel core. And it's caramel flavoured ice cream. Oh, it's either caramel vanilla flavoured ice cream on one side, chocolate flavour on the other, and it's got caramel right through the middle.
Oh, that might be too much pleasure for one visit to the cinema, dear. Far too much pleasure.
I don't think we can be friends anymore now.
Well, I mean, if you want to take me to the cinema, that's all right. What are we going to see? Can we see like a horror film or something like that where people get murdered and knives and axes fly through the air and dead bodies come in the window? Or shall we go and see a Disney film?
Yeah, I was going to say one way or the other. You're going to try and hold my hand, aren't you?
I don't want anything in the middle. I only do extremes, as you well know, Feryl. Extremes only. What's the last film you went to see?
Sorry?
What's the last film you went to see?
Oh, I went to see that Star Wars one, the last Star Wars one. It's brilliant.
Okay.
Really, really good. I need to get to the cinema to go and see Black Panther.
Oh, yes, that's the one with all the black... Is that the one with all the black actors?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
It is, isn't it? Yes, okay.
You're so non-PC, but yeah.
How
Yes,
is that
it
non-PC?
And,
Well, what colour are they then? Are they white? No. Are they yellow? No. They're black. That's it.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's not only black actors in it.
I think there is.
Oh, God. Well,
Or is it...
Prove me wrong.
Is it that film? Let me look it up for you so I can advise, darling. Just a moment,
Okay,
please.
all right then.
Black Panther actors. Even the girls get upset when you call them actresses now because they're not. Black Panther, full cast and
silly,
crew.
isn't it?
Now, here we go. One moment, please. I've got, hang on, images. Let's say image. Black. Yep, all black, darling. Every single one of them. And some of them have got wonderful bodies. I tell you, who's this bloke here? Let's have a look. Someone who plays Quora. Is that Quora? Quora? Quora. Yeah, we'll be having some of that. Oh, it looks like he spends his entire life down the gym, dear, picking up bits of metal. Oh, he can pick me up and throw me across the room any night of the week.
You probably don't see that down at Chariots, do you?
No, I haven't been for years, dear. Can't afford to go. £15 to walk in the door. Oh, dear. Too much, Feryl.
Yeah, but you got to make a day of it. That's the thing. You take a packed lunch.
I know.
You know?
Now, Feryl is a singer, aren't you? You got a record out at the moment, haven't you?
Yes, yeah. King of Everything. You played it for me a few weeks back. Yeah.
I have indeed, yes. How's that going?
I'll be drip feeding more original material later this year. I kind of need the Pride sort of season to start up.
Yes.
And then I can drop some more original material. So, yeah.
Do you write your own stuff?
I do, yeah.
How
Yeah.
long does it... How long... Tell us, like, do you... how are we going to say this? Do you wake up one morning... Oh, hang on a minute. Anthony says there are two white actors. Martin Freeman is in it. He's white. Who's the other one then? Who's the other one? Good morning, Anthony in Latvia. I don't know who the other one is. Martin Freeman's in it. So there's two white actors in it as well. That's right. Okay. So when you wake up in the morning, do you think, I think I'll write a song today? Or is that not how it works?
Some days it works like that, and I could be putting on my trainers to go out, and then an idea comes and everything has to stop. But I'm actually working through a book at the moment. I actually read real books, and it's called Writing Better Lyrics by Pat Patterson. And you get tasks every morning, and you have to spend the first 10 minutes when you wake up writing about something completely monotonous. So it could be something in your room, something hung up on the back of your door, something that you've seen yesterday, and you just use 10 minutes at the beginning of the day to sort of delve into the recesses of your mind.
Oh.
And and then what it does is it kind of inspires some random banter. I mean, I got given the task of writing about polyester the other day.
Polyester?
Yeah, which is hilarious because I'm of the era where I didn't wear polyester. I was given hand-me-downs from my older brothers.
Right.
But so 10 minutes to write about polyester, eh? Who is she? What does she want? I don't know. I don't know if I own any polyester. I mean, when I think of it, it reminds me of a time I never knew or never even existed in.
Well, on the 3 or 4 occasions where I've put you on a stage somewhere, you seem to sweat a lot. I just assumed it was because you were wearing polyester shirts, dear. Ghastly stuff. And never ever buy. Can I just advise people here? Never ever buy polyester sheets. Oh my God. You just sweat like anything under those, don't you? You need the cotton to absorb the fluids that are emanating from your body throughout the night. Thank you.
If it's not satin, I don't want to know.
Have you got satin sheets?
Don't be silly.
No. You must slide in and out of the bed, dear.
I don't bother going to bed.
What was it? Oh, it was my niece was telling me. Who was it? Was it my niece or someone? One of the great nieces or great nephews fell out of bed the other day, and you suddenly there's a thump, and she goes in the room and is on the floor.
Good times.
I love it. How's your record going? You know when you go on the that's on the iTunes, isn't it?
Yeah, iTunes, yeah, Amazon, Google Play.
So how much is that? 99 pence?
99p. Yeah.
May I ask a very personal money type question? Is that okay?
You may.
You don't
I might not
mind?
answer it, but yeah, you can.
Are you sure you don't mind?
Mm.
How much of that 99p do you get? Now I'm going to guess. May I estimate that?
Yeah.
3 pence.
I get all of it. I get 100%.
99 pence, dear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Because the way it works is the music distribution companies. So you pay a set amount before you even release the single. So it used to be £8 per single, and then any upload that you do for the rest of the year, you're paying every time you upload a single. But the company that I use, they came up with a new idea at the end of last year, which was you pay £19 for unlimited releases throughout the year. So once I've paid that, I can upload singles, albums, as much original material as I want, and everything that it generates comes back to me.
Well, we've learned something today. I never knew that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it's quite an easy thing to set up, is it?
Yeah, Ditto Music, yeah. TuneCore seems to be the one that most people are using these days, but I've worked with Ditto for a long time. So.
TuneCore?
TuneCore is the one that most people use these days, but it's Ditto Music is what I've been using, yeah.
Ditto Music. Well, I didn't know. And do you have to list it on iTunes, or do they do all that for you? That's all done, is it?
They do all that for you. You have to register your song with PPL and PRS.
Right.
So you generate your own tune number and ISRC number. So it's all very professional, Chris. But yeah, all of my back catalogue has its own numbers. All of my songs have their own numbers that I've generated through PPL and PRS. And once I have those, I then go to a music distribution company, pay an amount, and then they put it onto all of the stores without any complication.
Well, what a fascinating thing. I never knew that's how it works. In fact, I'm thinking of myself now, darling. I think I could possibly release tunes. I mean, you've heard me singing the occasional tune on here and the occasional hymn at church, my love. Well, you haven't heard me, but I've done a couple of hymns this morning. Did you want me to sing another verse just to test myself out, or is it?
Go for it. Go for it.
Do you think so? What would you fancy now? You know, Soul of My Saviour. That's a nice one, dear. I think perhaps I could record a hymn of myself and Vivian singing at church and release it as a single. And with the collection, with the money that we make from it at 99 pence each, we could put a small portion of that into the church collection plate.
There you go.
Perhaps you could write something for me. You know,
Yeah, you have to wait. I think it's a minimum of a month and a maximum of 100 days until you see the return on your money. But you do get it. Yeah.
Is that all, dear? Well, I think we can afford to wait a month. I mean,
Yeah.
she's got a massive house in Wokenham, dear. I think she can wait a month for her 99 pence. Well, of course, she wouldn't get the whole 99 pence. You know, as it was my idea, I think it's going to have to be a 75%, 25% split. You know, with the church bit coming out of her 25%. You know, I can see that happening.
Oh, you're so business savvy. Phil.
Well, you've taught us something today. I didn't know it was as easy as that. And it's so much easier now, of course, to get your music out there rather than have to go to some bloke in an office somewhere. Oh, could I really? Oh no, I don't think that's good enough. Or any of this. Oh yes, please sign this here, and you sign away 99% of your money and all that. But you haven't got to do that anymore. You do it all yourself. It's a little bit like me doing this. I couldn't have done this 10 years ago. Couldn't have done it. You know, have to go to Thames. Hello, Mr. Thames Television. I don't think you're quite right for us. Oh, I'll try BBC One Colour. Oh, hello, BBC One Colour. Can I do a little chat? Oh, no, you're not quite right for us still. Well, what about the Generation Game? Oh, no, we've got two wonderful people to do that. Mel and Sue. Huh? And isn't it fantastic how we can do these things now and go direct and just do stuff that we like, whether or not, you know, it doesn't, you know, so what, 10 million people aren't watching this, doesn't matter, does it? You know, we're doing it because we love it. Passion.
That's it. That's it. It's got to come from the right place in the first place. You do a great job, Chris. I'm so proud of you. You do a really stellar job of making everybody smile.
We got to do it from our hearts, darling, from our hearts. And hopefully, when you take me to see that horror film that you're going to take me to see, we will see hearts ripped out of bodies, boys and girls, ripped out and chucked to lions and tigers and things like that.
Yeah,
Sorry?
Sounds romantic.
Thank you. Thanks for
have
calling.
A great weekend, Chris.
Cheerio, Feryl. Bye-bye now.
Okay, bye.
There we are. Music artist Feryl calling in there. Wasn't that fascinating? I never knew that's how it worked. And it's relatively easy. You probably get a little bit, you stumble a couple of times the first couple of times you've done a record or something like that. But yeah, you know, if you want to make music and stick it up there and see if you can, you see, probably with Feryl, it's not about making money. Of course, he's got to live. He's got to live. You know, but we all do this. It's like my karaoke stuff, my DJing stuff, all that I've done over the years. Never did it for money. Just love doing it. Passion. That's what we need. Thank you, Anthony, who informs us Andy Serkis is also another white British actor in the film Black Panther. So thank you for correcting me for that. I just, for some reason, I thought all the actors in there were black. Was some sort of what do you call it? You know, making the, I don't know what expression you would use now. You know, when they have stuff like Black Pride and you know what I mean, don't you? When they want to do that sort of thing to represent the people there like that. I thought it was all about that, but clearly I was wrong there. Amazing Grace, Mary says. What, you want me to record that one, Mary? Oh no, I can't do that. That was at my dad's funeral. Can't do that one. Amazing Grace. And they've got the bagpipes as well, haven't they? Have they got bagpipes in that one? Anyone play the bagpipes? Oh, you've got to have a lot of wind to do that. Don't think if you're a smoker you're going to be able to play those bagpipes. Oh, dreadful sound, dear. Remember that song, Mull of Kintyre? Mull of Kintyre, la da da. That was #1 in the charts when I was at, was it Cub Scout Camp or Scout Camp? One of the two. Honestly, we must have heard this song 10 times a day. And don't it go on? Don't it go on? Who's going to do that at the karaoke tomorrow? Mull of Kintyre. That's what we need. Mull of Kintyre. Paul nearly fell off his chair then. Good. I'm glad I made you laugh, Paul. There we are. Let's just go down here a little bit. John, good morning, John. The number is up on the screen. 020-8144-3477. A local London number. It is not a premium rate number. You will not be charged an arm and a leg to call that number. 020-8144-3477. Good morning to Ginger. Was it Marc from Dudley? Oh, I don't know, Ginger. No, he's up north. I can't remember. I think it's Northampton or somewhere like that. Good morning, Ronny, who says this is an amateur show. It is a very professional show. 2 devices. Oh, aren't you awful, ghastly people with us this morning? Ghastly people. As I say, we could be here for hours. I got the car out today, go to church as well. It was a little bit too wet for me. 02081443477 is the phone number this morning. Also this morning, I've done so much today. Already, I've paid my agent £35 this week. It's usually £50 a week, but I only did 2 nights at Central this week, so I paid her £50. Oh yes, I have to pay the agent. Every time I'm at Central Station, I have to send the agent some money. Kelly Wilde. She's just been on a 10 million week holiday to Australia. 5-star hotels, first class, all paid for by me, dear. It's outrageous how much I have to pay that woman. I've sorted out the quiz Wednesday. Do you want me to give you the questions? Who's coming to the quiz on Wednesday at the King's Head Theatre Bar in Islington? Here it is, look. Quiz every Wednesday. King's Head Theatre Bar, Islington. 8:30 is the start time. Who wants the questions? Come on. Do you want the questions? I could give them to you if I wanted to. Yes. Maybe we should do that one morning. Shall I give you the questions so you've got an advantage over the non-fans, the people that just turn up? You know, I could give you an advantage, you know. What's our... I'll tell you what the music round this week is. One moment, please. I think the music round is artists beginning with the letter U. U for udder. U for udder. Artists beginning with the letter U. I think that's the music round this week, so you might want to read up on that one, okay? So I've done that. Done some accounts work. My new tax year has started, so I want to try and keep on top of it this year. What I find I do is I leave it for a week or two, and then you've got all these little bits of paper and all stuff. If you're self-employed, you'll know exactly what I mean. I've got all these bits of paper stacked up there and typing in bits, and you lose the place. You're better to do it constantly as you go along, you see. Just a second. Where are we going now? That's right. Good. So I did that. Watched a little bit of Takeaway from Florida. Saturday night takeaway with Deck on his own. And I have to say, extremely good. He's really good, Deck, doing the whole Saturday night takeaway thing on his own. And I was watching him. Do you know what? I think he could do the Generation Game. He's certainly going to be better than Melon. So I'm sorry, girls, you can't do it. You're good at stuff, but you can't do the Generation Game. Needs to be given to one person. Girl or boy, doesn't matter. Bradley Walsh, I've no question in my mind, he could carry the Generation Game and make it his own. Deck Donnelly, he could probably do it as well. Deck Donnelly, I'm very, very impressed with his solo performance last night on Saturday Takeaway from Universal Studios in Florida. Very good too. I've been there. Yes. Went there a few years ago with my nephew when we did the whole Disney thing in Florida and all that. And they've got a Harry Potter there. As all restaurants, theme park. Oh, it's great. There's a lot of roller coasters there. Now, I'm not a roller coaster person. I don't do them. End of. The last time I went on the roller coaster, it was that big rock candy mountain, I think. The yellow train at Disney that goes round and up and down and under tunnels. And I did once do, about 15 years ago, Space Mountain. Oh, never again. Oh, my God. Terrifying. I don't do roller coasters. There's a big one in Blackpool, isn't there? It goes up and up. And I remember my friend Simon, he lives in Australia now, he said you go up and up and up and up and up and up. And then suddenly it flattens out and you're at the top. And all you can see is the sea. You can't see any railway below you or anything, just the sea. And then it moves forward and drops. And you think you're going to die. Now, where is the pleasure in thinking that you're going to die? There is... I don't get it. I don't get it. So that's there. They got Harry Potter, as I say, is there as well. And when we were there, we went to see... One night we went into the cinema and they were showing Gravity at the time. And now Gravity won all those awards, didn't it? Did you see the film Gravity when they're in the spaceship and working outside it? I'm sorry, one of the most boring films of all time. We didn't enjoy it. Well, I didn't. I sat there and watched it, and about half hour into the film, I looked over, and my nephew had put he had like a hooded top thing on, and a coat, and his head had gone down like that, and he'd fallen asleep while Gravity was on. Such a boring film. There was only 3 of us in the cinema. There was me and him about halfway back, and another bloke at the back. Lights came on at the end. And the bloke was coming down and said, "Where's everyone else?" And the bloke says, in an American accent, "I think they all left." How did that win awards? Crap film, Gravity. Ronny, yes, you are coming for Tea and Dynasty. What time? I'm going to do my lunch probably for about... I'll put it on as soon as I finish the show, so then it take 20 minutes to do my lunch. I've got my campfire stew, very, very spicy today. Lovely that is, but it won't smell the house out because it's slow cooker is the thing that stinks the house out. I don't know if you're watching the show the other day, boys and girls, but I've taken now to cooking anything in the slow cooker in the garden. I took it downstairs now. I've got this great big plastic box, and I put the slow cooker in that. I'm going to have to put holes in the side though. But put it in there, put it outside, so no more smell in the house. Because during the night, all the smells of the spices come into the house. Do you like spicy food? Anyone like spicy food? Who wants me to cook them a nice, spicy, sin-free campfire stew? Oh, it's lovely. Oh. I cut back on the cumin, and the smell isn't so bad. So I think it was the cumin creating too much smell. I put too much of it in. So yes, pop along for Dynasty this afternoon. I think there's a new episode. Last week's episode was number 17. So has there been another one since then? If not, we'll watch something else. All right. Russ says you could have your own radio chat phone-in show on Talk Radio. Why are they offering? Can you contact them and let them know I'm here then, please? This is my problem, Russ. I don't push forward. I don't. I kind of find something that works for me, i.e. this. This works for me. It might not work for you, but it works for me, sitting here talking rubbish for an hour a day. But I don't push myself forward. Feryl, our singer there, he's pushing himself forward. You see, he's done the thing. He's get it out there on the iTunes. I don't push myself forward. I don't think I've ever sent anyone a demo tape or anything. I have. Twice, I think. That was a music and chat show type thing. I've got news of that in a minute. Music and chat show. I've sent that to 2 radio stations before. They don't even reply. What's the point? What's the point? No point at all. I mean, I love talking to people when I'm in here. Not so much when I'm outside. Certainly not in Sainsbury's. Ghastly people. Awful people inside. Have you been in Sainsbury's? Dreadful people, dear. Not just the staff, the customers as well. Next time you go to Sainsbury's, just look around at the scum that shops in there. Awful, ghastly people. I'm so glad there's none of you watching this show. I really am. We have nice people. The customers in Aldi are better than the ones in Sainsbury's. They're rude. Rude. Awful place. I was supposed to take you to Florida, ended up in Vegas. You had the option. I said, do you want to see Vegas instead of Florida? And you said yes. You had the option. The option was taken. Don't blame me. Oh, I'm a victim. Ronny likes to play the victim. I'm a victim. Oh, I'm abused and persecuted by everyone. Here we go. Ronny the victim once again. Yes. I've got dodgy email today. I keep getting these dodgy emails. Let me read it to you. One moment, please. Oh, I thought I had it standing by there. Where is it? Here it is. This one's from, it's Mary. Now, it seems to be almost the same text each time, but a different name at the top. Now, this one is from Mary. Mary, her name. Meri. In the title, it says, neat. Salute to you from your female. Ready? Here we go. Salute to you from Stylish. Now, it's not even good English, right? How was it? Let's try to talk. Little smiley face. Oh, there's a phone call coming in. Good morning, important person. Who is that, please?
It's Mr. McGinley. How are you?
Good morning, John McGinley. How are you? Are you speaking from If You Ever Go Across the Sea to Ireland?
Oh, Chris, please stop singing. It's not becoming. Not on a Sunday.
Sorry? Excuse me, I've just sung 4 hymns and the Gloria and the Holy Holy and the Lamb of God.
It was absolutely diabolical.
What was?
Your voice, dear, your voice.
How rude. And besides, John, do you know if there's any software you can get to translate? Because I'm having trouble understanding what you're saying this morning.
I want job.
You want a job?
I want job.
I want job. I want job. What can you do? I love it, John. Good morning to you.
I can do anything you want.
I bet you
$50 lovely
can.
long time.
I bet you can. I've heard you do anything for a fiver. Is that right, dear?
Oh, please, really.
Now, where are you at the moment? Are you in London now?
I am, yes. I had to cut my holiday shorts to Ireland because my dad's not well.
All right. And,
Moving on,
yeah.
I was out on, where are we? Sunday. I was out on Thursday night with the lovely Mr. Broom from Australia.
Mr. Who?
William Broom.
Oh, Mr. Is it is that how you say? I say Broughton. Is that wrong?
Of course it is. Don't you not say that to him. He's probably listening this morning.
Well, it's another
William.
it's another foreign name that I can't pronounce, unfortunately.
Well, dear, your surname, it's quite lovely.
Thank
the
you.
The first 4 letters of it.
Where did you go with William? Did you say Friday or Thursday? Friday? Saturday?
Thursday.
Oh, you must have gone to Halfway to Heaven for the karaoke.
Yes.
Did he sing?
Haven't been the... He sang. William's got a lovely voice.
Yes, he has. Yes, I've heard him sing, yeah.
Have you heard me sing?
No, I haven't yet. I think I'm going to have to force you to sing next time you pop along to the karaoke on a Friday or a Monday. Are you coming tomorrow?
No, certainly not.
Well, it's cheap drink as well. You do like a drink, as we've noticed.
I'm off it for Lent. Oh, no, wait, Lent's over.
Eh?
I said I'm off it for Lent, but hey, Lent is finished now, isn't it?
Lent finished just over a week ago, because last week it was Easter. Christ the Lord is risen today. Da 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 da. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Oh God.
I love it, dear. When are you coming to church for me on a Sunday? I could pick you up.
You've been trying to pick me up for years, dear.
I think Vivian would like you. If I brought a friend in with me. Oh, hello, Vivian. This is my special friend, John. And her glasses would come down on her nose, you see, and she would look you up and like, oh, hello, John. And where are you from then? How do you know Chris? And you would be questioned. You would be questioned.
I know nothing.
Vivian's a lady who sits next to me in church. She has invited me round to her house to see her garden when the flowers start appearing. Isn't that nice? Would you like an invite as well? Can you behave yourself?
Of course.
I mean, you're not going to start going through the living room looking for bottles of gin or anything like that, are you?
No, just gold.
Just gold. There you are. That's it now. You can sing that one. You can blooming well sing that one next time at the karaoke. Gold. Always believe in your soul. You got the power to know you're indestructible. Oh, go on, join in, dear.
No, Chris, I am not singing.
Oh, well, I'm
Sunday morning.
Very disappointed you're not singing this morning. Very disappointed, John.
I know, quite. I know, it's so ghastly.
What are you doing today? Anything exciting?
Haven't quite decided yet.
Oh, okay.
What's on offer?
What's on offer? Nothing here, I'm afraid. Very, very busy, dear.
Oh.
My day is planned out weeks in advance. Weeks!
Oh, you sure you can't squeeze me in?
Oh, you can't be squeezed in on a Sunday, my love. No! Offers are given. Tuesday nights or Thursday nights, dear. For our pizza. Although next week is now fully booked because we are going for an afternoon tea, me and my friend at are you ready for this? The Mandarin Oriental. Yes, dear. Mandarin. Would you like me to read you the menu?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Where's that?
That's in Knightsbridge. It's on the corner. You know Knightsbridge?
Food.
Do you know Knightsbridge?
Yes, I'm
Right.
down there weekly doing
Okay.
my weekly shop in Horrocks.
Of course you do. Okay, so Harrods on the right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You carry on.
No, on the left.
Yeah,
as you go down.
Brompton Oratory on the left. You carry on going up the road, okay? And then you get to there's a junction, and Is it? Oh, now what's that shop on the corner? Harvey Nicks, I think, is on the corner. Is on that corner. So you would go either straight over to Piccadilly or turn right to Chelsea. Yeah. The Mandarin is across.
No, Chris.
Yes.
Chris, don't mention shops to me there on corners. All I know is pub names.
All you know is pub names. I thought you knew. I thought you knew quite a lot of street corners from the old job that you used to do.
How very rude.
Oh, hush my mouth.
Yes, and
truth.
You were my pimp.
The truth is coming out. So this Mandarin Oriental is opposite, I think, Harvey Nicks and a little bit further down towards Piccadilly. But no, we're only talking about 50 yards or something like that. That's where it is. It was on the telly once. The Mandarin Oriental. That's going to be the poshest one we've been to yet, I think.
Who's we?
Me and my best mate.
Oh, how best mate are you with them?
That's all, dear. No, I went out with him about 27 years ago. And now I wouldn't touch him with a barge pole.
Chris, you told me you were 37. You liar.
I never told anyone I'm 55 years old, dear. Quite proud of that. Thank you very much. Paul in Birmingham says, I think the Mandarin Hotel is near the Russian embassy. Oh, my God. We might get that nerve agent chucked in our face on the way in.
Is that not closed down?
What, the Russian embassy?
Yeah.
Or the hotel? They've all gone home, dear. We sent them all home. Terrible.
Thank God.
Oh, don't. I wish they'd talk. I wish the two sides would talk because it's getting a little bit out of hand, that is. Why don't... And the Russians seem to kind of offer talkings, if you see what I mean. The Russians seem to offer talkings. But they're saying, no, we believe you did it, that's it. Then they're kind of not talking. Our side are not talking. And I don't think that's a good situation to be in, really.
Chris, they should take their lead from Ireland, the Brits, I mean.
Yes.
It's good to talk.
It is good to talk. An old British Telecom advert, if you remember.
Yes.
It's good to talk with the great Busby. Now, who was the actress after Busby? Maureen Lipman. She was great, weren't she? Maureen Lipman. She's still around, isn't she, Maureen Lipman?
I don't know. Oh, do you know what? Thank you so much for sitting me next to that very VIP. What was her name? Sherry.
Oh, Sherry Houston from Benidorm. That's all right.
She was gorgeous.
That's all right.
Gorgeous lady.
What did I told you to go. I said, come and sit over here. Come and sit over. And he sat down there. He said, why have I got to sit here? I said, you just stay there. Do you like Benidorm? And you were like, yes. Okay, don't move from that seat. Well, why not? Tell me why not. No, sit there, don't move. And then a little while later, back, which was a little bit late, weren't she? Sherry Houston come in and sat next to you. Your face. Next week, Madonna. Apparently that hotel is owned by the Russians. Did you know that?
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's owned by the Russians.
Dear.
Owned by the Russians. Got to say hello to Zoe, watching on the Learn English thing there. Ronnie says it's on the left. That's what I said, isn't it? Yeah, so you go past Harrods. Harrods is on the right. You go further down, and then you get to a junction, and you would either go straight on to Piccadilly or right to Chelsea, and there's a car garage on the left there. Ooh, Ferrari possibly. And a little bit further along, on the right, almost opposite... Harvey Nicks is the Mandarin Hotel Oriental. Yes, that's going to be our poshest one yet. I'm very excited. So no pizza this week, John. If only you'd contacted me on Friday, then we could have done our little pizza this week, lovey. Hello, are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
It sounded like you just started snoring then, dear.
Oh, God, no. No, I just got up.
What is that strange noise? It's like heavy breathing I can hear.
Oh, that's
Is there a dog next to you?
No, you're not here, dear. You're in the studio.
A pleasure to talk to you, John.
Have a very good day, and hello to everyone listening.
You too as well. All right, John. See you soon,
Bye.
darling.
Bye, love. Bye.
Bye-bye, John.
Bye.
Bye. There's John. Lovely chap he is. Let me just type something in there. There we are. good. All right. A line has become available, 0208 144 3477 for the phone number. Now, I was reading you this dodgy email that I've got here from, what's her name? Mary. From Mary. So here we go. Salute to you from Stylish, she says. How was it? Let's try to talk, smiley face. What's your age? Question mark. Where are you staying now? Here we go. I'm impeccable, 32-year-old female, living in Georgia County, and at this moment, I'm looking up careful man. I'm going to send you my photo attach. Email it to me. I can't even understand what she's saying. What are these people after? Ronnie's on the phone. Do you get emails like this, Ronnie?
No. You've got no sense of direction whatsoever.
No, none at all.
No
This
sense of direction.
is best friend Ron, and I must
Okay,
say,
so the Mandarin Oriental.
can I just say that picture that you've used on your Skype looks like it's about 30 years old? Would you say?
I don't think so, because I'm 35. 36 at the end of the month.
My friend is 44
Anyway.
years old, 45 at the end of the month.
No. Anyway, the Mandarin Oriental, you go past Harrods on your right, you get to a set of traffic lights. You bear right and it's on the left-hand side. Chelsea is not left. Chelsea is behind you. If you turn left, that takes you up into to where the Royal Albert Hall is, which is the top end where the park is. Nowhere near Chelsea. No sense of direction whatsoever.
No,
Thank
you're
you.
quite. I have no sense of direction, as you well know.
Exactly. That's why I've rang in to correct you.
Well, thank you for the information. Oh, John says, Ronnie, what a great voice.
Well, it matches the rest of me.
But what do you mean it matches the rest of you? Your voice is still your own, isn't it?
Of course.
Well, the other bits and pieces you've been injected into your face and implants here and bits and pieces there, dear.
There's been no work done on me. No work.
That and the hair that you've had stitched into your head. Marvellous.
Nothing.
Oh, dear.
Nothing.
I mean, but there you go. You know, some people like me, we spend our money on gadgets and little microphones and things like that. You spend your money on your face and your body. I mean, it's what you want to spend your money on, isn't it?
You don't spend your money. Everything that you spend on the gadgets, you get back in tax.
As required
effectively-
for my job. Required for my job, dear. This is all part of my job.
Hobby.
You're
Hobby.
thinking. I know what you're thinking now. How is this part of your job? Have I or have I not mentioned the fact that I do karaoke nights and quiz nights? Have I done that today?
You have, yes.
I
you
have. Therefore, all this is advertising for my
I
work.
know.
Thank you.
I know. I know.
But.
Should we tell? Have you told them about my birthday place where we're going to?
Oh no, you can tell them.
The
You can tell them. You can tell
So
them.
one of the other nicest places to go for afternoon tea is actually out of London. It's in Hertfordshire, near Watford, just off the M25, and it's called the Grove, and it's the most beautiful hotel set in acres and acres and acres of beautiful parkland and a golf course with the most amazing gardens. And the afternoon teas there are spectacular.
And they're not
I mean,
dear,
it
are
doesn't
they?
matter. It's not. I'd say it's very reasonable for what you get.
I agree.
Very reasonable.
I agree. Wasn't that one about £45? That one.
Yeah, it works
Yeah.
out about 90 quid.
Yeah,
for the two of
that
us,
was
which
actually
is-
that was one of the cheaper ones, we have to say, and yet
It
it was
was.
one of the nicest. We our preference is. Do you prefer that one or Coworth Park?
I'll be honest. I prefer out the two. It's got to be the Grove.
Okay.
I do love Coworth Park, but I think the Grove has got. There's just something very, very special about the Grove.
Right. Okay.
I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's that long 2-mile driveway
Yeah.
up to the,
Yeah.
the Grand House, and the staff there are fantastic. Like you said, I mean, I'm used to it. You don't even open doors for yourself, whereas
No.
you normally get them slammed in your face.
So, sorry, I haven't had doors slammed in my face. At the church we've got an electric door there. They haven't even got that in the. Oh, you got an
That's
electric
disabled
door
people.
slammed in your face this week, didn't you?
Yeah, that's for the disabled people.
Yes, but one slammed
Yeah.
in your face, didn't it?
Yes,
At the bank.
Nationwide.
The bank.
And the woman.
Oh, the poison
sat there.
dwarf. The poison dwarf.
poison. She just sat there. I
Yeah.
said, well, why don't you pull it? I said, it just hit me in the face. No apology, nothing.
No,
I must ring them about that.
I have mentioned her many, many times on this show. Miserable little poison dwarf who sits at her computer desk. The door opens, she has a quick look, and if she don't like it, she just gets on with her work.
Yeah, because it was quite funny, because I said to her, oh, what, are you on Tinder? And she said, oh, I wish.
Well, to be honest,
yeah,
I don't.
She should wish. She's too ugly to be on bloody Tinder.
I don't think, looking at my phone, I don't think there's enough space on my phone to fit her large body on it, dear.
Yeah, I suppose so. But yes, I've not checked for Dynasty either yet. But I just wanted to know what I was doing over the next couple of hours, because I know how busy you claim to be.
Very, very busy at all times, darling. Very busy. I'm going to put my dinner on in about 10 minutes anyway.
Okay. Well, I'm just
pop over about half 12.
It doesn't take long.
Are you going to eat before you come over?
Well, I don't need to eat at your house, and I can't eat that rubbish that you eat.
What do you mean rubbish that I eat? That's very good, isn't it? Do you know what's in that meal? Do you know what's in it? It's got onions and carrots and celery.
And spices. And what can't I eat?
Well, perhaps you should start eating... beetroot.
Beetroot.
There is no beetroot in it. There's no beetroot.
Yeah, but I don't like...
There's no beetroot in it, so you can eat it.
But I don't like spices. You was going on about a roller coaster. Why do people like to go on a roller coaster and have that fear? Then I don't understand, in the same breath, why would people put something in their mouth that's going to burn and hurt them and make them sweat and make them, there's no difference. There's no difference whatsoever. It's exactly the same thing. Why do something that you know is going to harm you? But the roller coaster doesn't harm you. It's a thrill, whereas the spices are just nasty.
And you are known as a cheap thrill, aren't you?
No, I was not. I was far from a cheap thrill, darling. I was far from a cheap thrill. I think you'll find that I dumped many boyfriends in many parts of the globe.
I think you are known as a cheap thrill throughout the whole of London, dear. I really do. At that dreadful club DTPM. Huh?
I think you was known as just Easy.
Yeah.
Easy Chris.
Paul in Birmingham has just wrote, I should go on First Dates. What is this programme, First Dates? Is that a Channel 4 thing, as it must be?
No, yeah, it is. I don't think First Dates. I think what was the one where they can't get dates? It is First Dates.
The Undateables.
Undateables, that's it. The Undateables. You should go on that, because you have a spectrum of, autism and Tourette's. You're a bit special and touched.
I never swear on this programme. What are you talking about, Tourette's?
No, but it's not just swearing. It's making silly noises, pull funny faces with which face you've got on today,
Andy says he can't stand spicy food either. You're not on your own, apparently.
No, that's right. I'm not. I think it's like you go to the Waitrose. I go to Waitrose. You go to Aldi, and I pick something up, and everything's got bacon in it. Well, not everybody eats bacon. I don't eat bacon because I'm Jewish. What's that about? Or with chili.
Oh.
Well, why is everything with chili?
Not everything's with chili. What did you have for breakfast this morning? Was there chili in that? No.
Porridge.
Did it have chili in it? No. So why did you say everything has breakfast? Everything has chili in it. Have you opened a jar of marmalade recently? How many of those have got chili in it?
No, I'm not Paddington.
Oh, I want to see Paddington too. If Dynasty's not on...
We watched that yesterday.
Is it on the Netflix? I don't think it's on Netflix, is it?
No, it's not on Netflix. You can pay for it on Apple TV, or you can use that special site that Andy uses. Oh,
I don't want to know anything illegal coming down these phone lines, dear. I can't have the Russians turning up here.
It's like you, vlogging and streaming.
Oh, no, it frightens me, dear. What do you mean? This isn't illegal, what I'm doing. This is all legal, dear.
But you're a stream, aren't you? You're a stream.
This is a live television programme streamed to the world, yes, dear.
No, it's not a television programme. It's you vlogging about your everyday, boring life. And the only good thing about that is me.
What good part of my life are you, then?
I'm the one that keeps you happy, keeps you on your toes.
Nope, can't think of any examples of that's happened recently.
Yeah, well, there you go. Thank
Paul
you.
says, I think Paul's one of your lot. He says, Jewish food is lovely salt beef.
Now salt beef, my dad used to
Is
make
that
that
right?
in a wooden barrel. But the best way to make that is in an old wooden barrel. Because my dad used to make that. And my nan used to make something, Chris is a steady stream.
I am a steady stream, dear. A very, very steady, powerful stream. I remember the bagels they were selling in Brick Lane. Bagels selling in Brick Lane. Bagels. Bagels
is American.
Bagels.
Bagels
well, I remember
is American. No, listen to me.
I remember.
Listen.
Sorry?
No. Bagels is American, and it is made a different way to a bagel. A bagel is a traditional way of making bread. Okay, it's different to how the Americans do it. The Americans say bagel. In England and the Jewish community, it is bagel. If you go to any Jewish bakery, they will say bagel. If you go to the bagel bakeries on Brick Lane, which have been there for over 100 years, it says bagel bakery, not bagel, bagel. There, I've said my piece. So continue.
Right. So I remember going to the bagel shop up Brick Lane that time.
I'm not going to have this conversation with you because it's very annoying. You go on about your Catholicism and what all them mean. I'm going on about the Yiddish. It's Yiddish. It's Bible. And you can look in your big book. It's not a Jewish one. I will bring you a Jewish recipe book from my mum's, and it is Bible.
So we went up Brick Lane, and in there are all these old Jewish women doing the salt beef. And you never had a row with them, did you? Oh, my God. This place used to be queuing up. What's it called? Do you know?
The Bible Bakery.
Okay.
Bible Bakery, Brick Lane. It is one of the most famous Bible bakeries
in
the
cheap.
world.
So cheap. They were about 50 pence each. That's all they were.
Yeah, very, very cheap. You can buy a dozen. You can buy a dozen bagels for I think just over £2 now.
Yes.
Very, very cheap. I go there quite often because my dad likes Jewish rye bread.
Now, what are they like on Slimming World things? Are they very high sins?
I would have thought so.
Are they very high sins?
So.
I must look up bagel. One moment.
Bagels.
S-Y.
Bagels is a different way of making them. It's a totally different way of making them. Bagels are boiled.
Here we are. Here we are. Look. Oh, they do a recipe. Now you can enjoy a proper tasty, almost sin-free bagel for breakfast or lunch. Now, that might not be a proper Jewish one, though, right there? Because one would assume there is a specific recipe to make these things. Would that be right?
There is, yes. And there's a specific way of doing it. That's what I've just tried to explain to you.
I think I would like to...
you don't listen.
I would like to go up there one day and have some of that.
Yeah, well, I can take you there. I go there quite often because my dad likes the bread from there.
Okay.
So I normally buy like 8 or 10 loaves of bread for my dad. And
well, in the Catholic world, we don't need 10 loaves of bread. All we need is one loaf and we bless it, and then that can feed thousands of people.
I think that's a load of rubbish. Is that pantomime again?
What pantomime?
You know the pantomime. You've got a pantomime at Christmas. What's that called? The one with the baby.
What pantomime, dear?
The one with the baby and the...
Jack and the Beanstalk? Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs?
No.
Which character are you playing? Dopey?
No, you know there's a baby and a donkey and a virgin. The nativity, that pantomime.
Oh, the nativity. No, that is an actual thing that happened. It's not nativity.
Somebody dies.
It's not nativity. You don't even know the story. Don't even know the story. So they were walking in Syria, and they couldn't find all the hotels were closed. Travel Lodge, Premier Inn, the Oriental.
Funny. That's what you get for trying to get into a cheap hotel.
They were all closed, and they had to go in. They had to go into a shed that had only just been put up. Some bloke had bought from B&Q. Hadn't even been painted.
Terrible nativity.
Awful.
Terrible nativity.
Awful. But that's how it was.
Awful.
And then the baby Jesus was born. But that's not for now. That's for Christmas, dear. Completely wrong time of the year.
I thought that was the pantomime, the current pantomime. They do pantomimes throughout the year, don't they?
We don't
The one
do
where they get covered in
pantomimes
ash.
throughout the year, dear. No, there's no pantomimes throughout the year. Isn't the Jewish thing a made-up thing? That's what John
No,
John
because the
McGinley
Messiah
wants to
hasn't
know.
come.
Isn't the Jewish
The
thing a made-up thing?
No. The Jewish religion is one of the oldest in the world, and I think you'll find that the Messiah hasn't come, because if he had, then you certainly wouldn't be talking on, torturing people's ears.
So the Messiah. So God hasn't come yet. Is that right?
The Messiah. No,
Well,
he
how
hasn't, no.
do you know he even exists then? Doesn't exist then, does he? Doesn't exist.
Of course he exists.
Jesus
does.
has been here. He's been here, dear.
He hasn't.
He's been
It's
here.
because
He
if he'd
visited
been
this
here-
studio just a few weeks ago. You weren't in.
And
I
it's
rang
it's a
up. You
spare
didn't even
bedroom.
answer.
What did you do? Put him up for the night in your spare bedroom?
Yes.
Because that's what your studio is.
Now,
See, everybody thinks that's professional, but it's not. It's just a spare bedroom.
I've opened myself to burglaries now. Now that I've said that Jesus stayed in my spare room, people will try and come in here and steal my sheets as the new
God.
shroud. The new
They
shroud.
won't, not
dear.
with the marks
the
that you
shroud.
left on them.
What?
Not with the marks that you.
Of course there's marks. Of
Of
course there's marks on there from the blood that come out of the holes in the hands and the sides. Are you thick?
Now that's
God's
called,
sake, man.
That's called stigmata.
Yes.
That's called stigmata.
I think I've had that a
And
couple of
it's proven-
times.
Have you? No. You've had syphilis. That's different. Stigmata is actually it's a.
Oh, that's you don't want to get that, dear.
Because my lung will collapse.
You don't.
Have I told you about my pneumothorax?
You don't want to have that syphilis. That's a very, very. Apparently, the. Oh, here he goes. Listen. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. Are your lungs packing up? Oh, what a bloody shame that is, dear.
My lungs are giving out.
Good. Can we have a video of that, please?
Oh, that's better.
Did you just
That's
spit
better.
out then? Onto what?
Did I what?
What did you just
No,
spit
no,
onto?
I was taking my inhaler.
You just spat out then onto the floor or something, didn't you?
I didn't.
How
I took my
disgusting.
inhaler. I don't spit. I
Oh,
swallow.
that is
I've always
disgusting. Huh?
swallowed. Eh?
Awful. Darcy, you're like a Sainsbury's customer, you are.
I'm certainly not.
You are like a
I go to
Sainsbury's
Waitrose 4
customer.
times a week, I'll have you know.
Oh.
4 times a week I'm in there. I spend
Thousands.
more money in there than I do on clothes.
Thousands I
That's
put in that
something.
machine, thousands.
Thousands. A week.
Can I go now, please?
Yeah, I suppose so, because you've got to have your dinner and I've got to finish getting ready to come round to your house. Finish putting on my protective clothing because
Yes.
of the germs.
Right, here's some messages coming in for you. John says he's going to spank your Jewish arse. Thank Jesus.
Yeah, he wishes.
Are you a Poundland? You like Poundland, though, didn't you? We can't go
How
past
dare
one of
you.
those without you wanting to go in
that's
there.
you, because you want to go to Macklin.
And he takes in his
You
little carrier
pretend-
so he doesn't have to buy one. Huh?
You pretend that you want to go to Macklin's, and then I see you when I'm waiting in the car. You slide sideways, and like no one can see you, the size of you, into Poundland to buy boxes of Maltesers. Maltesers.
Did I tell you that's what my sister got me for Easter? A massive, not a large box of Maltesers, a massive box of Maltesers. But fortunately, or unfortunately, depending on how you're looking at that, great nephew George and great niece Evie were there to assist me in the consumption
Where's my Easter egg?
of the large box of. There's no Easter egg. I didn't buy any. Only one person got an Easter egg for me. That was my delightful sister up north. Thank you.
Well, why didn't I get one?
Well, I didn't buy any Easter eggs for anyone. Look at you, love. You don't need another Easter egg.
You've become very selfish.
You don't need another Easter egg. I'm telling you that now.
I didn't get any.
Well, that's
I
probably-
bought Easter eggs and I didn't get any.
Don't like to say it, I don't like to spell this out for you, but that's probably for the better, lovey.
Well, you might say that now, but in a few weeks' time, when I've been to see my plastic surgeon on Tuesday,
He's having all the fat sucked out, everyone. Go on, tell him. Tell him what you're having.
it's not. It's not. What it is I have a scar on my stomach, and it's made my stomach look uneven. So I'm going to have it tucked. And in the process, they're obviously going to put my six-pack back.
You know when they do the fat sucking, what do they do with that? Does that get reused to do someone's chips in or something like that? Do you think?
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
Awful.
I wouldn't have thought so. I wouldn't have thought so. I mean, anything that comes from my body is going to be, worth a fortune, worth more than platinum, by the
You think
ounce.
so? You think anything
Yes.
from your body would be more valuable than the sheet that Jesus slept in my room next door that will be probably exhibited in the National History Museum in years to come?
It's not the Turin shroud.
Intruder alert!
That is
Chris
the
Reardon's
skid mark
house.
sheet from you.
Huh?
That's the skid mark sheet from you.
There's no skid marks on my sheets, my darling. I'm
Oh,
telling
no,
you
there
that
is a
one.
toilet, aren't
I'm not the one that has accidents in bed.
How dare you? Never in a million. I've never had an accident in bed. Never.
If you say so, dear. That's not what your boyfriend tells me.
He does. Excuse me. We don't even sleep in the same room, in the same wing of our house.
Surprise,
He sleeps in the
surprise!
west
Of
and I
course you
sleep in the
didn't.
east.
After that first accident, who would want to sleep in a bed with you?
How dare you?
Well, me about 28 years ago, but that was only a few times.
Well, after what you did when you passed wind and put my head under the covers.
I never did such a thing.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You disgusting, vile person. And now it's coming back on you. It's karma because your car just stinks of your farts. It's vile. You said to me the other day that my car smells of old people.
It
Well, there
does.
you
Your
have it.
car
The only
smells
person
of
that
old
gets in
people.
My car is you.
What do you mean it's me? I wouldn't be able to smell myself, would I?
Well, yeah, you can because it becomes musty.
Your
I mean,
car
I've tried
smells of
everything,
old people.
Febreze,
It is
bleach,
you. It is you that...
I even contacted the Russian embassy for some of that powder to try and get rid of the smell. No, doesn't get rid of it. Might have killed a few cats in the process, but,
Someone's written here. What's the name? Teray here has written, I need 1 cup of tea to understand you. Well, go and have a cup of tea then. We're not making you wait, love. Go and make your tea. For God's sake. Someone doesn't understand anything. We'll have some English lessons.
Well, if he doesn't understand anything, then he's obviously a sandwich shopper. Because you know that their intelligence is far less than ours.
Got to say good morning to Ashley watching this morning.
Good morning, Ashley. How are you? It's nice to see a thumbs up from one of my viewers. Lovely. Thank you.
Also, Craig Wright, who, if I'm correct in thinking, is down in Wales in Bridgend, I think. Wales. Bridgend's in Wales.
That's not down. Down is down south. Wales is up. See, no sense of direction.
And my dear sister Sharon Butler, who's looked after us last week when I was up north.
I love Sharon Bates Station Butler.
Up to north. Sharon Babe Station Butler, my lovely, lovely sister, who I have to tell you, boys and girls, she did have her own show once on Babe Station. She is the only girl ever to be sacked from Babe Station through lack of call. No one called, unfortunately. They did try putting her on later when the blokes are a little bit drunk, a little bit tanked up, and then put her on there. And I thought they might get some. No, nothing. Not a single call.
Nothing.
And it was costing me a foot. I was calling in, of course, pretending to be someone. Well, but nothing. I'm afraid, nothing at all.
Yeah. Anyway, I must go because I've got to finish getting ready to come round to your house.
Okay.
Thank you.
See you soon then. Goodbye.
I'll see you in a while. Goodbye, all my
Drive
viewers.
carefully. We wouldn't want you to have a terrible accident on the way here. Not unless you've got the camera and you can film it for us as well.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Lovely.
There's my vile friend. That's my best friend, that is. The stuff, the lies that come out of his mouth are unbelievable. Dear me. Holding his head under the cover. I would not do such a thing. Paul says, can we have this phone in every week? I would do, Paul. I would. I'd have him in the studio once a week, every week. But you can't tie him down, dear. Not that I want to at his age now, anyway. John says, Ronny is so fat you'd roll over twice and still be on top. Thank you, Paul, for taking my side. Not many people usually do. And Russ says he hopes you're well as well. Okay. Dear me. That was quite amusing, wasn't it? Well, we haven't done any of the stories that I had lined up for you today, boys and girls. So, but that's how it is. That's how the show goes sometimes. I had about 10 stories lined up here. We haven't done any of them. But I'm going to do my dinner now. So music and chat tomorrow. Can I just tell you about tomorrow? Monday is going to change a little bit now. As you well know, I was doing a music and chat show on Upload Radio every Monday morning at 10 o'clock. And what would happen is that I would record that on Sunday mornings usually, and it would be played out on Monday. Well, that doesn't happen anymore. From tomorrow, I'll be live with you every Monday morning at 10 o'clock on reachonair.com. If you go onto my Facebook page, my Facebook is facebook.com/Chris Reardon UK. At the top there, you'll see where I'm going to be every Monday morning at 10 o'clock. So that will be a live music and chat show every Monday morning, 10 o'clock, reachonair.com. If you can't listen to it live, once it's gone out live, it then goes back up there about half hour later as a recording, so you can listen to that anytime you want. I'll be able to do requests. I don't know what music. Generally, I play music from all time. So that's for anything from the 50s right up to today. There's 3 features I do in the show. There's the Manilow Magic every morning. I'll be playing you a bit of Barry Manilow around about 10 past the hour. At half past the hour, there'll be a little bit of classical music. And just before I finish, there will be the Mirrorball moment, which is a ballad. Okay, they're the 3 features in the show. In between that, just music and me with a little bit of chat. So it's every Monday morning at 10 o'clock. Now, to be able to fit that in, because it's now live, I'll be doing my chat show every Monday morning as well at round about 9 o'clock. Okay, so chat show as it is now, right? On Monday morning is at 9 o'clock, followed by the music and chat show, reachonair.com at 10 o'clock. And the chat show will last no more than 45 minutes, because it'll take me 15 minutes to get the next one ready before I do that. Everything has to sort of fit in. Okay, that's from tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. All right? Okie doke. Let's have a little look here. Where's our birthdays now? Birthdays. Here come the birthdays, boys and girls. Happy birthday this morning to the lovely Marc Jones, who's a little bit hungover today. 23 years old today, Marc. Happy birthday to you. Alex Burrows is 39 years old today. Alex is a wonderful person. He drives one of London's buses. Or several of London's buses, and it's always nice to have a chat to him. He's into sort of the same things as I'm into. It's very sad, really, from my point of view. Old television jingles and TV themes and cameras and all sorts of things like that. And we often talk about that, and we really are into that. Happy birthday to you, Alex, 39 today. Sam Creshy, I think it is 55 years old today. Same age as me, Sam. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Duncan Aaron Day, 34 years old today. Great age, 34, Duncan. I was happiest between sort of 32 and 47, so it's a good age to be. Happy birthday to Barry Dillaway, who's an estate agent. Happy birthday, Barry. Craig Wright is 29 years old today. God, Craig, I've known you so long now, about 10 years, 12 years, something like that. And he's down there in Wales. Happy birthday to you, Craig. He's got his own business there. Happy birthday to Leigh Brown, 32 years old today. Happy birthday, Leigh. And Marshall Maridan. Now, are you the singer, Marshall? I think you might be one of my karaoke singers. Happy birthday to you as well. So let's sing the song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. All right? Enjoy your birthdays, boys and girls. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. I'm going to go and do my dinner now and watch a little bit of telly and have a nice relaxing day. And I'll see you again tomorrow morning. Should be round about 9 o'clock tomorrow morning for another little chat show. Thanks for watching and listening. Cheerio now.